My people, don't settle. Una remember when Nnamdi Kanu they talk about this Islamization of Nigeria? They call him all kinds of names. My people, he don't say it. Make una see wetin dey happen for Yoruba land. Talk too much for this matter. You go need to, watch this video. You understand that all those things Simon Ekpa and Nnamdi Kanu was saying, they never lied. But people never believe them. They call them all kinds of names and all that. So my people, first of all, welcome back to Prospect Channels TV. Thank you for always stopping by. Abeg, if this is your first time of joining us and you like wetin we dey do for here, abeg subscribe. If you don't see subscribe, abeg share, okay? Like us. Thank you. And I also want to put a disclaimer that in Prospect Channels TV, we in all our contents, we don't in any way preach hate speech, misleading information, or violence. YouTube, please take note on this. We don't also instigate war. What we do here is we dish out informations, educative informations. We want people to understand what is happening around them. Is it locally or international? So that is what we do here, mostly in our community, okay? Communities in the Biafran land. So guys, I want to say thank you again, once again. Let me leave you. Let's watch this video together and we'll come back, to analyze it. Thank you.
Sharia law is taking another dimension. I repeat, this Sharia law is taking another dimension. When you look at the map and the states where Sharia is being practiced in Nigeria, you see that there's a calculated move to propagate Islam throughout the country. There is a calculated move to propagate Islam throughout the country. Look at the map. You see, from the northern part down to the southern part, Sokoto, Zamfara, Katsina, Kebbi, Niger State, Kaduna State, Kano, Jigawa, Yobe, Borno, Bauchi, Gombe. So they are going to move it down south. They know that they have a relationship. Somebody said, a Fülãñïs once said, we have something in common with the Yorubas. That is Islam. So they are going to try to push Sharia down south. Sharia is now another tool for Islamization. Sharia is another tool for Islamization. They often tell you that Sharia would not affect non-Muslims. Sharia wouldn't affect non-Muslims. Ask them, can a non-Muslim in Kano State, yes, have a bar where he sells alcohol? Why is his bar destroying alcohol in Kano State? Are non-Muslims not living in Kano State? Can a non-Muslim sell pork in Kano State? And these other states, some of these other states, can non-Muslims practice their faith freely in some of these states? They often tell you that it doesn't affect non-Muslims. Let's look at the Southwest family. In the Southwest, you find one family, Muslim, Christian, Isheshe, and non-believer or atheist in one family. Now they tell you that Sharia would adjudicate issues of family inheritance. Family inheritance. What if in a family, brother, sister, and two brothers, two sisters, one is Muslim, amongst the two brothers, one is Muslim, the other is Christian, one sister is also Muslim, the other is Christian. How do you adjudicate family inheritance using Sharia when a Christian is involved, or a traditional worshiper is involved, or a Shesha is involved? How do you adjudicate? So this Sharia of a thing is a creation of the Fülãñïs jihad, wanting to use it to propagate Islam throughout Nigeria. One of the reasons why you see I'm advocating against Sharia in the Southwest, because it is going to naturally flow into the Southeast, and we don't want it. When you look at history, the Southwest has become an enabler politically. The reasons why the Igbos are really subjugated is because the Southwest has refused, for whatever reason, to join hands with other part of the southern part of the country to have a stand. But instead, their politicians had alliance with the North. That is why they are subjugating. That's why they have the power, wherewithal, to subjugate the southeast part of Nigeria, southeastern part of Nigeria. So if there is this collaboration of Sharia between the north and the same southwest, it is going to be an Nzobu marching order on the southeast. You see how they operate? I've told you, this Fulani, they have how they operate. They find themselves in government, in political positions. After that, they use their influence to bring in their people, put them in different positions. Now, if they tell you that, okay, in the southeast, now we say we don't want Sharia in the southeast, what they will do is that they will activate one of their Igbo brothers, that is Efulefu, that they will bring that one, give him so much money, set up this in the southeast. Soldiers and whatever will start causing mayhem, making sure that they foster that Sharia court in the southeast. They use government power. That is what they use for Ogoni people. That is what government use for all these activists and agitators. They use government power to foster their plan. When you look at the map, it is really a spread. They spread it. If it has its roots in the southwest, if they succeed in establishing Sharia courts in the southwest, I believe that there are Sharia arbitration panels in the southwest that adjudicate on non-Muslim Muslim issue. We understand that, but having to make this legislation whereby you make it public, it is going to be disastrous in the long run. It might not be harmful in the next 10 years or 15 years. They might be doing their own thing, but one day when another sheriff, an Islamic fundamentalist, a leader, either as a governor, either as a president, will rise up. They will now start strengthening their roots and tentacles in order to be able to impose, the word here is impose Sharia in the southwest. The governors of Ogun State and Ekiti State came out to speak on Sharia. Some Fulani came and they were attacking the governor, saying that Sharia is in the constitution. No, the 1999 constitution allows for Sharia. Allows. It is not an imposed, you don't impose it. If the people there want it, if the governors there want it, it will be enacted. Zamfara, the first state that got Sharia, the government there wanted it now, but the government of Ogun State and Ekiti State and other states don't want it. The Sharia you are talking about, the people, majority of the people don't want it, but you are trying to force it down their throats. Thank God that the president we have is not a fanatic. What if we have fanatics in power? They'll use style manipulation from back door, this and that, and start implementing Sharia and start shutting people down. Look at how Isheshe people were stopped from practicing their religion in Ilorin. Isheshe. In Ilorin, that we have loyalty to the jihadist Fulani Caliphate. Now, the Sultan of Sokoto, the minions, the people they sent to Yoruba land, they were saying Sharia, Sharia. They found out that those people were not successful, so they had to calm themselves using their influence. But thank God for the Yoruba youths that this is the right way to Ronu. The right way to Ronu. They have started Ronuing or being conservative, looking at history, looking at the impact of this Sharia on the culture and traditions of people. They are saying that they do not recognize the Sultan of Sokoto, even though he is, however, the head of the Muslim Ummah. That is the whole Islam in Nigeria. He is tactically political head of the Muslim Ummah, but he is not recognized in Yoruba land. The other Onakakanfo is recognized in Yoruba land. Yorubas first had contact with Islam before the North. So who is the Sultan of Sokoto that wanting to force? The word is impose and force. That is where it becomes wrong. This is a democratic. The 1999 constitution is democratic. People have choice, and the choice is regulated by a government. That government in their state is the governor. The people generally, even Muslims majorly and generally, are saying that they do not want Sharia. Muslims, so we are not the people that are even attacking the Sultan of Sokoto. they are Muslims. They are saying that we do not want Sharia in the Southwest. The Fulanis have come out. When you look at different handles on social media, they have come out to start attacking. This is a media war. And I hope this does not lead to, because I see a political intonation, politically. See, when the Fulani finds a way, they want to destabilize the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, bringing divisions amongst the Yorubas. They know that the Yorubas have different religion. They are using religion to come into their midst. Why didn't they do this during Buhari's tenure? If they are so passionate about Sharia in the Southwest, why didn't they impose and enforce it during Buhari's tenure? Why is it that it is Tinubu's tenure they are trying to do all this kind of thing? Some of them said that the Muslims in the Southwest, they are oppressed. That's what they said. They are oppressed. They are subjugated by the Christians and the traditional worshippers. Is that true? The Muslims in the Southwest, economically and politically, they are being oppressed. They are being disengaged. Okay, because they saw that most of the governors are Christians, most of those in the House of Assembly are Christians, and what have you. When we had majority Muslims as governors, did anybody make a fuss? Were people saying all sort of things? But why is it that these people with the problematic, I don't want to say problematic religion, because other people are practicing same religion peacefully, but this Afghanistan style of religion that these people are practicing, anywhere they go, they want to foment trouble. The people are saying that we don't want Sharia in the Southwest, but you want to force it down their throats. It is not going to be possible. The people are rejecting it. It is not. If you like, use government power, use style, because then in the north, when the Fulani attack, we got reports like that under Buhari regime. When the Fulani attack, you see the army preventing the people from retaliating. See this system. Me and you, we are attacking ourselves. We are fighting ourselves. And the government is there to separate fights. Okay? Somebody hits me. The government is there. When the person wants to hit me, the army will not do anything. Then when I want to hit my back, that's when the army will stop me and will hold me, will not hold that person. That person will start throwing punch while the government will be holding me down from defending myself. That is how they did under Buhari in the northern part of Nigeria. The people that have been attacked, they stopped them from defending themselves. The army themselves could not stop the Fulani invaders and terrorists from attacking the people and killing the people. But when the people want to take up arms to defend themselves, the army would have to stop them. The army will not be so vigilant to stop attacks, but will be so vigilant to stop people from defending themselves. That is the system these people play in the north. Now, if they bring it to the south, they will secretly start using, when you talk about manipulation, you give it to the Fulanis. And this, when I've said it, I will say it over. I'm sorry if you're a Muslim. When I heard, and in fact, I had to research that you can lie, because it involves an unbeliever, you can lie. Then I stopped having respect for the religion. You can lie. When you reach that level, I hands off. I used to have respect, because there are some moralities in Sharia. It is the hypocrisy, and the people that are piloting it. That is the problem. Sharia might be that good, but the people pushing it and people implementing it, they are hypocrites, they are deceivers, and they are wicked people. They are hypocrites, they are deceivers, and they are wicked people. Until a Yoruba man becomes the head of the Emir of Sultan of Sokoto, then we now know that this is really meant not to grab land and extinct people's culture, erase people's culture and identity. We will know. Even the outside that are closer to them, they will not allow them become Sultan of Sokoto. It is just the Fulani, a minority tribe who are not really Muslims. If you are Muslims, if you are following the teachings of Allah, look at the bandits, look at what they are doing. And you people are harboring them. They just come, they used Islam to kill, to maim, to grab lands, and to curse, which is a tactic used to put fear in the hearts and minds of people in that region. That is a tactic they use to put fear in case there would be an uprising. So they have some other people that they can activate to put fear and suppress them. That is the tactic these people are using in the north. You will see nobody is hating on the Fulani. They are hating on their intentions for over 1,000 years. Their intention has remained the same and constant. Grab people's land, dominate people, and erase their culture. The same way it happens under the Hausa people. So however it is, one reason I'm fighting is that we don't want this thing to spread. Already, they would like to overrun the middle belt. But they know that the powerhouse is Lagos, the Southwest. Southwest has become the powerhouse of Nigeria. Take it or leave it. Look at the map and look at how they are closer to the sea. Southwest, see, one thing the North really wants, one of the even reasons why the North will agree to align with the South is because they are closer to the sea. Yes, because they are closer to the sea. That is why. The North doesn't have access to the sea. They are landlocked. That's why they don't want anything to happen to Nigeria. The Southwest is well positioned, and the Niger Delta is also positioned. The Eastern Corridor is also positioned. The River Niger is also positioning the southern part of Nigeria. So they need the South. They need Lagos. They need Lagos. The North. Did you have any port in North? There's no port. They will rely on their borders where they import from other countries, and it might get to a point whereby it might be difficult for them to survive if they are relying on importation. But Lagos, some parts of Delta, Akwa Ibom, and the likes, Cross River, they are closer to the sea. They are closer to the Atlantic Ocean. Don't forget, Uthman Danfodio says he's going to dip his sword and Quran in the Atlantic Ocean. That is the spread of Islam. And now it is Sharia they are using. Let me see how far the Ronus and the Omoluabis, because for me, I look at them, two people, the Ronus and Omoluabis. Let me see how far they can be able to fight off these people that are using Sharia as a guise to dominate the Southwest. Let me see how they are going to do it, because these people, I told you people, this will not be church. This Fulani, they don't do church. They don't talk too much. The one is action. Before you know it, when there was backlash the first time that they had this issue with Sharia, you people thought that maybe it has calmed down. It has gone down. All of a sudden you saw this. It tells you how serious they are when they want to implement anything. If they have conceived it, my brother, in the next 100 years they will still continue with this. You need to be vigilant. They are restless people. They are restless. You need to be vigilant so that you will not be taken unawares. Thank God that they have not been able to get Islam across the East. If not, those ones serve, then they radical. If these guys, if the orientation, religious orientation the Southwest have is the same religious orientation the Southeast have, my brother, it will be easy for them to even penetrate the Southeast than even the Southwest. Because the Southeast, they are dogmatic people. If they are real Muslims, man, you see the Muslimah. Because the Islam is like radicalizing. It's just like radicalizing people. Radical. You cannot be a moderate. There's nothing like moderate Muslim. You are radical. You are just quiet. You are just radical, and you support radicalism. So if the religious orientation the Southwest has is the same with what the Southeast has, my brother, then you will now know that it will be easier for these people. But because the Southeast and the southern part of Nigeria have made it difficult, they reject anything called Sharia or Islam, have made it difficult for them. That's why you see the subjugation is unprecedented of the Igbo people. The Fulanis will forever want to have a coalition to put the Igbos under. Put the Igbos under. I also heard that this might lead to division in Nigeria. No, it will not lead to division in Nigeria. The politicians up there, they are quiet. They are looking at how it's been played. I believe it's a speculation that this may be amongst the agreement that Tinubu may have had with the North, presenting him as president and also supporting him. This may be, is a speculation. This may be the advantage the Muslim ticket will give to the presidency of Bola Ahmed Tinubu is creation of Sharia in the Southwest. This is my speculation. But division of Nigeria, this one will not divide Nigeria. I'm telling you, because the political actors are not divided on this. They don't care. It is the Fulani jihadists, that those ones that have their own motive for anything. You have Sharia. Sharia is not developing a region. I don't know how this would think. Sharia is even bringing causes, is bringing insecurity. People are not happy. Look at Afghanistan. Look at, since the Taliban took over, these people that are calling Sharia, would they want to live, especially a women, would they want to live in Afghanistan, whereby a woman has been turned to an animal that is just to have sex and be breeding, finish, no social activity. In Afghanistan, women have been turned to tools, sex tools. That is what the Sharia brings to the table. Somebody said that we want to bring in Sharia to stop skull mining in Yoruba land. You want to stop skull mining in Yoruba land? Have you stopped have the Sharia stopped banditry, terrorism in the north? Sharia that is even creating room for terrorism and banditry. You want to use you? I only sure, man. I don't know this kind of people. I don't know. Sometimes we are asking this question: how did we find ourselves together in one country with the mentality these people have? You still want to use Sharia to sanitize skull mining in the Southwest. Sharia that is in Zamfara state, has it stopped those stealing gold? Politicians stealing gold, has it cut off their hand? I've said it, Sharia might not have issues. It is those that are behind it that are having issues. The Fulani jihadists, fundamentalists, they are the ones. Sharia for poor men, but not for rich men. Sharia, if Sharia were to be implemented, Buhari should have like one short, one long. Buhari and most of your leaders should not be having any limbs at all. But you always use it for it is used for land grabbing and control. So another form of jihadism, Sharia would not have a place in the South. We are alive and we all tell our people, tell one person, our children and children, Sharia would not have a place in the South. We know the people behind it. We know their motive, and their plan would never ever